Hello, this is your twin flame reading for the next 7 days from Jane from Divine Real. Right, so I did start this before, but the camera sort of went and fell over. So we're starting again, but I'm just going to show you the cards. Divine Masculines, it's talking about some sort of passionately going towards something with, with honesty and clarity, really. And for Divine Feminines, this could be like passionately going towards your own stability, really, financial health, wealth, stability, and this is with a view to sharing it with others, so that stability and strength that way, in order to give to others. It's a very, independently secure financially, especially, but very caring and sharing as well. It could be as well some sort of passionate message towards you for stability, which could be reflected in the Divine Masculine cards. So there we go. Okay, so current energy for Divine Feminines. Current energy. Okay, so this is saying it's the start of a new cycle now. The world card can talk about travel as well, but yeah, definitely a new cycle of loving yourself, really. You've got ideas that you want to bring into fruition. This is something that you've worked really hard about. We'll clarify this, but it looks like some sort of message might kind of keep someone in this energy of lost loves and grieving of lost loves and things, or there could be some sort of message to counteract that. We'll find out more as we go. Okay, current energies for Divine Feminines. Yeah, letting go of what was before. I think that's quite important. Then the Knight of Cups is peeking out, so some sort of offering love. There you go. There's that honesty, clarity, honest beginnings, honest loving beginnings here. It's showing up as a new cycle begins. So what else? Yeah, unstable as well. Well, that's interesting to see, isn't it? But it looks like some sort of keeping options open. Let's find. Oh, okay. So the Emperor energy is coming out here. So the Emperor could be wanting to drive it forward no matter what's going on unconsciously. Wanting to drive it forward. It's as if like at the moment there's a missed opportunity. Something had to come into balance before there was, there's that potential of that 10 of Pentacles, that stability, abundance on every branch. This is the Tree of Life, so shaped as the Tree of Life. So do look that up. In fact, I think I'll put it in the bonus section so you can see something on the Tree of Life there. I'll find some sort of video. But yeah, so it's to do with balance. So the Emperor is like driving it forward. It looks like from what we've already seen in the cards that someone wants to bring clarity and honest communication for that balance, because it is currently a missed opportunity, isn't it? In this read it is anyway. Keeping the higher ground. Yes, some sort of in between two worlds here, so there is that need for that stepping up into a new cycle going on as well. So that's sort of ongoing, isn't it? Yeah, ready for this beautiful 10 of Cups. Now we've got the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups coming in. It's like divine alignment, isn't it? There was a need for, justice, fairness, balance, and it looks like it's coming actually, doesn't it? And actually bringing it into the world for loving, honest, stable beginnings. Yeah, because there was lies and deceit, where there's been a lot of patience about this for passionate new beginnings. So there was a holding off on energy as new perspectives were gained about these kind of lustful connections, really. And what happened as well with you, Divine Feminines, is you started to bring it back to yourself, this is very much that energy. Queen of Wands is very much about what she wants, and looking after herself, really. So she is charismatic, she's dynamic, she's more attractive, because it's all that energy is back onto her, you see, versus giving it, you know, that, see, it's keeping hold of it and keeping it all for self and for her creative endeavours. So yeah, so see, there was that need for balance, really, and that's why there was a missed opportunity, because it just, you know, it was lies and deceit and unfairness, unbalance, all of that we've seen it in that past energy that needs to be let go of, doesn't it? Totally, which is what's in the energy. Yeah, see, letting go, and I'm saying letting go, and coming from honesty, and letting go of trying to find out information as well. You know, this is like the wanting to find out information, even letting go of that. It's like what'll be, will be, you know, letting go of any sort of control or need to know for anything. And that's really good as well. And just doing your own thing. Anything else in the current energies for Divine Feminines? Ah! Yeah, so that's this looks like there is going to be some, yeah, so you've had, look, this card was wanting to come out, so this inner strength has been amazing with you, Divine Feminines, really, because there was that need for balance. That breadcrumbing energy was like, I don't think so, I'm not being treated like that, you know, this person values themselves, you know, and they get public recognition. It's like knowing your worth and celebrating that, you know, and saying there will be success with this imbalance because of that inner strength. And that's when something stable comes in, because then you're in the better energy, aren't you? Alrighty, so that's that. So that's the current energies. I wonder why the options card though? Oh, because of someone who you love that you're healing from was just full of lies and deceit. So you don't trust, if they come in with a message, you're not going to trust it by the looks of it. You might not trust it as you're still healing. They could be healing as well. And it's like you're keeping your options open, kind of thing. All right, so bear that in mind as well. Yeah, tell us the news cycle. Just tell us what, just to have clarification. News cycle of being very strong independently. It's coming in. Remember with this card as well, though, if you notice, I know I've never seen a reader say this before, but if you notice here, there's 3 pentacles. There's always loads of clues in these cards. I love it. That's why I like these cards. So there's like 3 pentacles here and 6 of pentacles here. Now we've already explained about that 6 of pentacles, which there was a need for balance, you see, and 3 pentacles is all about teamwork, and that's kind of sometimes what's needed again for the balance of this independent person, you see. It's 9 of pentacles. It's very strong, and once they have also connected to the teamwork and the balance, you know, so it's justice, fairness, balance, then the next step up is the 10 of pentacles, you see, and that's that one. Okay. So very interesting. All right, so that's the current energy there for Divine Feminines. So current energy for Divine Masculines. Current energy for Divine Masculines. Oh, wanting to make a stable offer towards that independent Divine Feminine energy. For the teamwork, as we said, and bringing that balance to the scales, you see. It's all divinely aligning, isn't it? Yeah, so there's a bit of like juggling act going on here with the Empress energy, like, oh, which way do I go, really? Which way do I go? So Divine Masculine energies, tell us more. Divine Masculine. Might even be saying, well, who is my Empress? only, you know, I've seen before that there's been so many options, like, you know, maybe some people didn't realise who their true empress is really, you know, the truest, most divine kind of connection. Does it matter? It's all a journey, I don't know, but there's a decision that needs to be made for this 10 of Cups. See, it's like, again, it's like in between two worlds a little bit at the moment. It's in transition, isn't it? And there's a decision that needs to be made. It will be made because it is one's energy, and it's to do with this 10 of Cups, this happy, beautiful, you know, reciprocal love, really. You see this solid beginning, and there is like someone going in the right direction here, but this at the moment there's this chaos in between it. This chaos because of a decision hasn't been made, really. You know, it could be about because of options or whatever. But that solid beginning is there's still just sort of some sort of chaos. Something had to fall, you see, before that solid beginning could happen. Yeah, and you know, the tower moment is often linked with devil energy, really. Something toxic, something couldn't be stable, something couldn't truly go in the right direction because something was toxic. And now that we see this, you know, again, this honest clarity and honest new beginnings is really, you know, really lovely, connected with what was toxic before, because this grief here, this grief of what potentially could be a beautiful, you know, I think there's a realisation of lost loves, and that toxic behaviour just caused tower moments, cups to fall, all of that. And there's a clarity about that now, and honest new beginnings called for, really. So, anything else? Yeah, so some sort of honest, loving, you know, communication is what's on the mind of a divine masculine. There could be some sort of right. Wait, I'm going to get can you give me clarification on this one before I do the message? Because it is a slow and steady offer for stability, and with, you know, passion as well from that Emperor energy. Yeah, okay. Anything else you can tell us on those three cards? Oh, clarified by solid offer. Okay, so it's like, oh, well, this is tell us, yeah. So this love and offer, there's a decision to be made for this love and 10 of Cups with an Empress. You know, there's more clarity now on what was toxic before. They want to come from honesty. They are going in the right direction. You know, wants to move past all that chaos energy, because there is grief now of what was before. They do want something solid. They want to make this loving gesture, but they also want to make a solid gesture, you know, with a solid new beginning. And this is, you know, with passion. So it's like they're passionate towards this person. They do want stability. They want to make that offer as an Emperor energy. And it's clarified by making that slow and steady offer. So there we go. Alrighty. Anything else in the current energies of the divine masculine? It's just all coming into balance, isn't it? Yeah, they've worked hard on what was lies and deceit, you know. They've worked really hard on that. They might have been lying to themselves about thinking they were that Emperor when really they weren't, because they were lying and deceiving, you know. But it's going to be really positive. That someone wants to, the divine masculines generally in this read anyway are wanting to step up, and it's going to be really positive. And step up from what was that lies and deceit that created, you know, that was the toxic thing, created the tower moments and things. Anything else in the... Right, tell us more about the options card. Can you clarify the options card? Yeah, so this is, you know, as I say, the lies and deceit card. The options, it was about options, wasn't it? It's like just so many options. Didn't really want to choose. Well, I mean, it leads to confusion anyway, because look, it, the thing that happens is, yeah, that's like sort of selfish, because it's like, I've got all these options, but what about them? Like, if they're hooked into one person, it just creates confusion for them, but it also creates confusion for the one who's doing the lies and deceit. They're holding their own two of swords there, and yes, it leads to heartbreak as well, because inevitably it just messes people around, doesn't it? It's like, so there's lots of, someone's in their own head now. They don't know where they're at. You know, they realise all the options was toxic. They know there's a need for teamwork. It's just they didn't. I think that some of Divine Masculines just didn't know which way they wanted to go either. But this is on its side now. The toxic thing, it's moving. It's on its side now. It's not as strong as it was before, as the Divine Masculines move into the teamwork. You know, it's like some Divine Masculines might not be able to sleep. It's all so much mind energy. Oh my God, which way do I go? I can see what I've done now. I understand it more, and I do want this 10-10, love and new beginnings. It's beautiful. You know, it's like the own actions were messing it up before. It's here though. The energy's here, and they're in the head. Just in the head, which is toxic as well, isn't it, really? So okay, so there you go. That's the current energy for the Divine Masculines. It's all coming into alignment, really, isn't it? It's lovely, really. Right, so alright, Divine Feminine's future energy coming towards Divine Feminine. Oh, well, there we go. So having to go through that tower moment of, you know, and you might have had to do that. You've had to pull away. You've had to be selfish. You've had to just, well, love you. You've just had to come from your own self-love and leave that connection to it and whatever. Yes, it created that tower moment, and you know it, but you had to, because if it isn't right, it's wrong. So it's like moving on from that. You know, it wasn't built on solid ground. You had to come back to your own self-love. It's really beautiful and positive. There is a deep connection here, and you're being the Empress. You're just being the Empress. So it's like moving away from the toxic, self-love. The strong connection is here. It doesn't just go away. Does it, really? The true deep connections can't just go away. And you're being the Empress, and it's beautiful. And you're going to, you know, even more going forward, you're going to ensure that you're treated that way as well. It's like you are the Empress, and, you know, how dare anyone treat you less than in any way, and you won't have it. Making a judgment call based on everything you understand as well. Making a judgment call perhaps on this lovely Two of Cups as well. The cards I've just seen before you, be careful if you're overthinking about your own stability as well. You know, just keep taking the action. You're transforming as well. Into, it isn't just the loving energy. So, you know, you're transforming into your own security as well. Remember the Queen of Pentacles at the beginning there, driving it forward for your own stability as well. So these cards here, making a judgment call on this Two of Cups. Anything else in the energies coming towards Divine Feminine? Anything else? Right, we'll leave it at that then. So yeah, because any decision's going to be, well, it's got to be right. If it's not right, it's wrong. There's no way you want this was this was the energy, wasn't it? The chaos. And now it's like I'm not doing any of that giving if it isn't going to be given for myself. You know, it has to be about loving me, essentially, and for, you know, because your energy is so beautiful and it's very valuable, and it needs to be honoured, doesn't it? So yeah, so there'll be a judgment call for connections coming together to ensure that it's as right as it can be. Oh yeah, definitely go you, divine feminine. All right, divine masculine, current energy coming towards you. So that's like walking away from anything that doesn't serve. You worked really hard about this, and you know, and it is paying off. And you, so you know, you aren't coming for any BS whatsoever. Yeah, it's sort of coming from that clarity of what was before. There was sort of passionate connections, very attractive female energies, but there weren't the divine connection kind of thing, or the deep connection. You know, you're missing somebody now. There is a holding back of energy, inner strength needed for that decision in love. It's like divine masculines are a little bit, you know, in the energies are behind generally of the divine feminines. You know, with the high vibe energy. I mean, different on the 3D, you know, they won't be behind there because they've probably been more solid in successful in the 3D. However, they need to catch up spiritually, or, you know, soulfully, or whatever you would say it. And they are missing this deep connection. Yeah, this deep connection. There was so much betrayal with it, and you know, I think they understand that now, because they were going towards these very attractive, passionate, lustful connections. So there's more wisdom now. There's more wisdom. They do want to see, it was just chaos before. It was creating chaos. They were creating chaos. Bloody buggers. So they're going within for wisdom, wanting to make a solid offer towards that Two of Cups. And that's where the divine feminine has to make a judgment call. You see how it's coming into alignment, because there was an imbalance of divine feminines given too much, divine masculines taken too much. You know, so it's yeah, that the illusion, it's still coming up, and the energy coming creates chaos. So be careful, divine masculines, if you're coming from illusion still, it will create chaos. So there's passionate communication based on new perspectives, and new perspectives will be had by communicating, won't it, as well? So anything else in the common energies for divine masculines? Yeah, you're going in the right direction, so that's good to see. It's like, see, that's a movement from the Two of Wands. So Two of Wands was all about making that decision. And if you can see now, actually see his arm there, it's actually that Two of Wands is now behind him here, and he's holding on to that wand. He's away. He's made the plans. He's gathered the momentum, and he's going for it. Even though it's like, oh my God, there seems to be a long way to go here. Okay, so, but that's progression. Anything else in the current energies for divine masculines? Yeah, coming from that loving, mature, loving energy. It won't give his cup to anybody. So there's a maturity going on here, a realisation of what was before, and a maturity going forward. So that's lovely to see. Yeah, and it's lovely to see things aligning a bit here as well. Isn't there a decision to be made, say, with inner strength, and a decision to be made, you know, with a judgment call based on our own, you know, what's going to be better for our own soul journey, really, and improvement that way. So, ooh, it's all aligning. And you know, these things have been in the cards a long time. It's just you know, certain energies weren't listening to the intuition, didn't want to, maybe thinking they were having too much of a good time, taking too much, you know, in the imbalance, you know what I mean? But there's a maturity happening there, so that's lovely. Okay, for betterment for divine feminines, that was the Seven of Swords, nearly popping out again there. For betterment for divine feminines, work hard on your pentacle, and it's paying off. Okay, that's the thing with divine feminines, it's a different, you know, different things that you have to work on, isn't it? Have to work on being stable in in reality, versus the, you know, thriving everywhere type of thing. Okay, for betterment for divine feminines, all right, that sort of jumped on the pack that I've got for the divine masculine card. So that's being aware of like that hero's journey, being aware that, you know, when you've worked hard, sometimes we do put this fence up, don't we? And be careful that you aren't being too protective. Allow your heart to be open as well. So there is hope for success here with this card. Yeah, keep an open mind. Oh, this card wanted to come out as well for this new cycle. Okay, allow yourself to still be open-hearted, and I know it's tough to say when you've been through all sorts. Yeah, when you've been through all sorts of betrayal. Be astute, isn't it? But you've got to let go of it all. I keep saying that. Let go of that heartache, because. And use your intuition, you know, use your intuition from anyone who you think is going to just come from wanting those lustful connections or whatever. Just keep using your intuition and be dynamic, though. Be dynamic, look after you. That's this card of looking after you, being creative, you know, bringing what you want in the world. Use your intuition. Use your intuition hugely, okay? And especially to do with Two of Cups. So just... and let go of the heartache before. Keep that open mind for that new cycle. Anything else for betterment? Yeah, see, there's sort of that holding back of energy. Just be careful that you're not holding back too much. You've still got to let it go. All those energies from before, let them go. Just imagine that it isn't about a person or anything. It's about what the energies were. And you know, it's always about connecting to those best energies. So yeah, be careful, use your intuition, but make that decision. You know, this is a decision to be made to come together with fun as well. So just as long as you keep aware and astute, a decision is to be made. It will be made because it's one's energy for your movement forward, because there's the world there, and it's time to move forward, isn't it, into this new cycle. All right, okay. Let go. I know it's awful, because that person there, it's like no coming back from it, isn't it? But of course we do. And yeah, you've got the heartache card as well. I know. So there is a lot to, but you're strong. If you're a divine feminine, you can do it. You can get past all. They're just the energies at the end of the day, and whether you connected to the same form of person or different, it's the energies you want, isn't it? You want to be in those beautiful energies, so you must let them go. For betterment for divine masculines, yeah, walking away from those rather lustful connections, really, because they aren't the Ten of Cups, are they? No more BS, no more, you know, cutting it out. Anything else for betterment for divine masculines? Make a passionate, send a passionate message with justice, fairness and balance. I mean, this is the same message we've had for ages for divine masculines. They just didn't want to listen to intuition before. And that's, you know, I think we've still got to be astute because of that, really. willfully wanting to do things that's not the best way forward. So be careful of that juggling thing. It's time to choose one world or t'other. And if you believe in the, you know, the age of Aquarius coming, then, you know, you believe in all that. Burdened, yeah, burdened about yeah, the illusion, burdened about all the illusions created. Well, that was the Fool card coming out, but it was upside down. Oh, was that, yeah. So manifesting what you want in the world. Yeah, and being careful, hold on to your energy, you know, yeah, that toxic, just wanting to go for anything that moves. Yeah, go towards that Ten of Pentacles. Go towards that Ten of... Anything else for betterment for Divine Masculines? Unconditional love, that's that energy. Keep an open mind for commitment with inner strength. Okay, right, that's it. Alright, good luck everyone. I hope that helps for where we are at right now. And I'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.